So welcome to the Q1 recap video. Hi everyone. I went to go film and I realized that right before I decided to film, I started the washer, the dryer, and the washing machine, the dishwashing machine. So that was dumb. I filmed a little portion to see if you could pick it up, but you definitely can. You could probably hear it right now. I'm even closer to it than I was beforehand, so you can definitely hear it right now. Wonder if I could film outside. No, that would be louder. Yeah, so that's kind of a bummer. I can't film when I wanted to. Maybe I can just wait an hour for my lunch break. I probably will do that. I have plans after work today. I'm gonna go golfing, and I wanted to include a little bit of a vlog style beginning to this video just because I haven't done that in a little while, and I do want to have a little bits of that in my content. I don't want to siphon myself entirely into a finance niche. I love personal finance. It's the main thing I want to talk about. I have so much to say when it comes to personal finance, but there are other aspects of my personality and what I like to do that I want to showcase on here as well. I wanted to do a little vlog. So at the beginning of the video, I came back from a run. I am still pushing through on my half marathon training. Today was an 8K interval run, so I did sprints. So yeah, that's what I did this morning. Ooh, the dryer's done, so I might be able to film right now. I'm going to be filming a Q1 recap. So welcome to the Q1 recap video. Oh, please don't do yard work. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gabby, if you don't already know me, and I love to talk all things personal finance and lifestyle and organization. I am so grateful you are here with me today. We are going to be doing a little bit of a Q1 recap. So Q1 is done, ended at the end of March, and I thought because I ended up splitting my annual goals into quarterly goals like Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. I like to think of myself as a business. I wanted to go through all of the first quarter's goals and then have a look at how we are doing, and then we will go through and we will make sure our second quarter goals are all good to go as well. So the reason I split my goals into quarters, I kind of touched on this in my 2024 reset video, is last year I set some annual goals, and I think that was my first year setting annual goals of what I wanted to do in that calendar year. And I thought it was a really great way just to, be a little bit more intentional about my own life and what I want out of life. I thought it was a great way to keep myself on track. The only issue I had was the goals that I set at the beginning of the year. By the end of the year, some of them just didn't align with me anymore. And that was probably just because, we grow, we change, things are different. Sometimes you think you really want something and then you get closer to it and you realize it's not the right fit for you. I wanted to do quarterly goals instead of annual goals. Well, I still set annual goals, but I wanted to check in with them on a quarterly basis just to make sure that everything is syncing up, everything makes sense to me. So that was a long-winded little intro into this. But yeah, that is the main reasoning why I ended up splitting up my goals that way, and I figured we could have a look. I also need to be better about checking back at these goals when I'm setting my monthly goals and making sure my monthly goals are in line with my annual goals. I think a lot of them are, but it's good to have a little refresher more than once every 3 months, So I have you on my laptop here. Well, we all know this is boyfriend's laptop, and we will discuss a little bit more about laptops soon here. What I did is I, at the beginning of the year, went through and made annual goals like I normally would, goals for the whole year. And then down here, I split everything up into quarters. I kind of added different goals based off of what I wanted to tackle in the first quarter. I didn't want to overwhelm myself and be working at every single one of my goals in the first quarter. Some of my goals are going to be relevant to certain times of the year, and then others are going to be consistent things I need to be working on. So that is basically what I did there. So let's do a quick little recap of my 2024 annual goals. So for personal, I wanted to prioritize my sleep. I have been talking about this a lot, so I won't dive too much into this, but that was a big one for 2024. I wanted to post 1 to 2 videos to YouTube every single week. I am obviously going to allow myself a couple weeks where I'm not going to post a video here and there. If like it's too busy, life's too crazy, that's fine. I think I will still take this off. It was more so a consistency with YouTube. I want to be consistently posting at least 1 video a week, and that way my channel can grow and I can actually, you know, get better at this. This is something that is a new skill, a new habit that I am flexing the muscle of. I just want to be consistent with it. I wanted to get better at editing and filming, and I've kind of ticked this off already because I have felt like I've gotten a lot faster at editing, especially like long videos. Long videos used to take me forever to edit. It's a lot better now. I've really gotten the hang of CapCut. So I kind of ticked this off, but I think there's still room for growth. I wanted to post more short form content, and this is something I am still actively working on. That was one of my monthly goals this month. I wanted to use Facebook Marketplace or thrifting for 10 to 20% of my purchases. This is something I definitely needed the reminder of because I haven't been doing that. I wanted to create a Notion template I love, so I am so close to being done. I just needed to do the finishing touches, and I kind of have this feeling that it's never going to feel like my Notion is completely ready, but I think that that is okay. I think it's okay to share it with you guys and then do an update video if I find some better updates. But yes, the whole point of the Notion template was to hopefully find something that works really well for myself, and then if I love it for myself and I use it and it's very functional, then I would like to share it with you guys as an option for you guys to either purchase or download it. I wanted to read at least 1 book a month, so I am on track for that. I wanted to redo The Office on a budget. This is a goal that I am still very happy to tackle. I just kind of keep pushing it off because I have other things I want to buy. And I do find that this is sometimes an issue with me with like budgeting and all that, is I feel like I'm being pulled in too many different directions and I only have so much budget that sometimes I just don't do things I want to do because they feel like a secondary goal to some of my other goals, if that makes sense. But I do still want to do this. And then my last goal was to make the patio a welcoming space. I want to be called to read out there and to chill out there. I feel like it is a really nice space. And 2 years ago, I did a really good job of making it feel very like warm and cozy. And I was out there all the time and I just didn't quite hit the mark last year. This year is the year. All right, financial goals. So I wanted to invest $775 a paycheck. So this is something I have been doing consistently. I recently upped it to $780, I think, a paycheck. Not much more, but yeah, we have been upping that a little bit. And I wanted to save $225 a paycheck. So I am pretty sure that is, yeah, I think I upped this as well. So this is still on track as well. I think I've upped this to $230 a paycheck. Then I wanted to invest all of my tax return except for $1,500 for Europe. In my original video, I said $1,000 for Europe, but where I'm at with my savings account for my trip, I definitely want to add a little bit more into that account. And I also got a bigger tax return than I was expecting. I think that's totally fine. I wanted to save for better YouTube tech and a microphone, so I took this off. I do still want a camera eventually, but I did just get a new iPhone and the quality is amazing on here and I don't feel the need to get a camera just yet. So I think YouTube wise, that is only YouTube. The microphone is basically all I'm gonna invest in just for now, but I did get some DJI mics and I do love them. I wanted to do a financial challenge every single month. We are still doing that. So if you want to follow along on the financial challenges, every monthly reset video I set a new monthly challenge and then I reflect on whether I did a good job the month before. And you should subscribe so you can keep up with those videos. Do it. I wanted to spend less than $1,750 for 3 months of the year. So this is a tricky one that I haven't done at all yet this year. I attempted it in January and failed. I'm also attempting this month. I had some asterisks involved in this one for this month, but if I can pull it off, I'm gonna tick 1 out of the 3 off. I am a little worried just because summer is obviously a very expensive time, and then I'm traveling in October, so that's gonna be an expensive time, and then I have a wedding in September, and then November is Black Friday, so I just feel like I'm losing the month where I'm able to do this. So I'm a little nervous that we're not gonna be able to tackle this one, but we shall see. And this is a new one I just added in. I want to buy a new laptop. As you can see, I'm always using my boyfriend's laptop. I don't actually own a laptop. I sold my university, I think it was like a 2013 MacBook Air, when probably about 2 years ago, when I really wanted an iPad for digital planning. And where I was at in my life at that point, I was hardly using my laptop and I just really wanted an iPad. So I ended up selling my laptop for some cash to buy an iPad. And for 2 great years, I didn't find the need to have a computer of any sort. My iPad was just fine. And then when I started editing videos in the fall, I ended up investing in a Mac Mini. I got the cheapest one. It was like $700 on Black Friday. So that's actually been pretty great. Honestly, it's a little bit slow with video editing. It definitely lags a lot and I can't really do anything else while editing, but it's gotten me by so far. So I am very happy with that purchase, and I'm still deciding if I want to keep the Mac Mini, but I think it's time to have a portable device that I can edit videos on, just so that when I go to Europe, for example, I'm able to upload videos while I'm there. And I also have a lot of travel in the summer and times that I'm away from home, so I don't want to not be able to post content during that time because I don't have a laptop. And this laptop is very old. It's my boyfriend's as well. He's offered it to me here and there to edit with, but I don't think he would ever let me clear it entirely. It's his own personal laptop that he has outside of his work laptop. I just want my own laptop that is mine and then I can use all the storage on, and it's entirely my own. I will be saving for that in the coming months. Health. My goals were I wanted to run a half marathon, so I will be ticking this off in May. I wanted to do a sober week every single month. I have done that so far this year. Then I wanted to go to therapy. I have done that. I started that in January. Then I wanted to book an optometrist appointment. I haven't been in probably 3 years, and you're supposed to go every 2, so it's time to go. I want to get my ferritin levels up to 100, so this is an important metric for me with my hair loss that I've been dealing with. I have a whole video on my hair loss. If you haven't seen it and you're curious, go check it out. I will do an update in May when I hit my 6 months on minoxidil, and I'm hoping to get blood work around that time anyway, but my goal is to get my ferritin up to 100. That's what my naturopath and my doctor told me would be a good number for optimal hair health. I wanted to get microneedling done, so I got my first session in April. No, I got my first session in March, and I'm going for my second session on Monday. So I'm very excited for my second session. So far, I've seen great results, and I'm excited to see the cumulative effects of going 3 times. I then wanted to hit a 350-pound hip thrust or cast glute bridge with good form. This is not something I could probably do anytime soon. I haven't really been increasing my weights. If anything, I've been just trying to maintain my weights while running on top of everything. I just feel a little bit more worn down in general. So this is maybe a fall winter goal for this year. Relationships, I wanted to take a trip with my boyfriend. So me and him have never actually taken a trip, just the 2 of us. We've always been with either family or friends, and we really just want to take a trip, just the 2 of us. You know, those stressful trips that really test your relationship? I feel like we haven't done one of those, and I think it's like our last big thing that we haven't done yet. So that is a goal. I wanted to do 2 intentional date nights a month, 1 out and 1 in. This one I haven't been very good with, so I do want to make sure I'm taking the time to try to do this goal in the coming months. We definitely take at least 1 date night out every month. And then I wanted to see my friends more but drink less. So a lot of my friends' hangouts revolved around drinking, and I wanted to, you know, sort of phase into that next part of life where we're, you know, going on walks, going for hikes, things like that. I wanted to call my family at least 1 time a week and FaceTime more. So this one I also need to be better at. I definitely need to be better about phone calling family. I still do, it's not as often as I probably should be. And then lastly, my career goals. I have separate goals for my 9 to 5, but I don't want to share them here. They're very personal. But I do have goals for YouTube and Etsy outside of that. So I said I wanted to hit 2,000 in sales on Etsy, and I'm a little over 50% of the way there. I had no idea when I set this metric if this was going to be a good goal or not. Like, I didn't really know what kind of success I would see on Etsy. So we're already 50% of the way there. So I probably could have made this a little bit higher, and maybe when I hit that number, I will set another goal that would be around the time of the end of the year, just so I can have something to like shoot for. I wanted to build 5 additional financial organizational products for Etsy. I've only built 1 more since the start of the year, so 4 more to fit in the whole year. I wanted to sell a Notion template. I wanted to hit 1,000 subscribers. We just did this. I'm so happy. So this was an annual goal, and we did this in April. So I'm so grateful to every single one of you. I am still shocked that we've hit this goal and so quickly, and I'm very, very grateful for every single one of you that tunes in and comments. I love seeing familiar faces in the comments. So thank you guys so much for interacting with me. It actually does feel like such a community, and it's just so rewarding. It really is. Thank you so much. I also wanted to hit the 4,000 watch time hours that are needed to be monetized on YouTube. I'm close. I think I just hit 3,000, so we're 1,000 away. I'm very excited. So those were my annual goals. And I do actually still feel like a lot of those annual goals really align with me. I didn't really have that many edits. The only thing I really changed was adding an extra one for my laptop. And then I changed that $1,500 that was gonna be put into my Italy fund. So let's look at Q1. I think these goals are basically fully aligned with those ones, but there was a couple of additional small little goals that I added in. Okay, so bed at 10, obviously this is a running goal, so I can't take this off yet. I wanted to work on my Notion template. This was kind of a weird goal to set because I worked on it, but I probably should have said like finish it, but we're finishing that in Q2. No worries there. I wanted to make a clothing wish list and try to thrift or Facebook market them first. I ticked this off because I did make a clothing wish list. I just haven't been specifically looking for those items at the thrift store, and it would kind of be hard. A lot of the stuff in my wish list was for my vacations. I think I might make a new one for spring and then try that out this upcoming quarter. I did tick it off though. I'm a little lenient with myself, if you can't tell. I wanted to read 4 books, so 1 book for every single month. I ticked that off. I wanted to buy a frame for the art in our office. I did do that. I wanted to look for a cabinet for the office. So this is all in line with the office makeover that I'm trying to do. I am still looking for a cabinet though. I wanted to post 1 short a week, and this was a lofty goal. I don't know what I thought I was doing, posting a short on top of 2 videos every week. Maybe we'll get there eventually. January challenge was to spend less than $1,750. I did not achieve that goal, so I crossed it out. I wanted to start running 1 to 2 times a week. Oh, this is not a financial goal. What are you doing over here? What are you doing over here? I actually hate using a trackpad more than anything. That's kind of why I wanted a desktop computer instead of a laptop. Well, obviously because it was cheaper, but I really hate using a trackpad. Coffee break. Divine. Next up, why did this not move? I will format this later. This is driving me crazy. Okay, so I wanted to do my financial challenges. Oh yeah, I didn't add in the invest 775, save 225, just because those are automatic and they're goals that I'm gonna achieve anyway. I didn't add it here, but those are on track. My February challenge, I did, and my March challenge, I did. If you are curious what those challenges were and how I did on them, you can check out my monthly reset videos. The financial portion of those videos is where I talk about that. Next up, I have health, and I ticked off every single one in this category, which is great. I wanted to book therapy, tick. I wanted to continue my supplements and my routines, tick. I'm getting a little bit off track on that, but I need to just refocus. I wanted to buy a SAD lamp, so a seasonal affective disorder lamp for vitamin D. I did do that. I wanted to do 1 sober week a month. I did that. I wanted to start my half marathon training. I did that. And I wanted to start running 1 to 2 times a week, 5 to 10 kilometers outside, which is kind of crazy because now I am running, my easy runs are 10 kilometers and I'm running a 22 kilometer run this weekend. So things have changed for sure since I made this. I wanted to FaceTime my family once a week. Definitely didn't do this. I wanted to do 2 date nights a month. We have done this, I think. Yeah, I think we have. I wanted to start brainstorming for my next Etsy product. I have brainstormed. I didn't really come to any conclusions, but I did brainstorm a bit. This definitely needs more work. I might untick that one, to be honest. And then I wanted to continue YouTube, and I did that. So let's dive in to Q2. So I kind of copied over the exact same goals from my annual goals, and then we can just tweak them here together as I kind of run through them. So we will keep the 10 p.m. bedtime one. I think that is great. I want to continue posting on YouTube. Yes, of course. So instead of having a set number of shorts per week, I just want to post more short form content. We're gonna set an actual number goal. So let's say post 3 shorts a month. I think that works almost to 1 short a week, but there's leeway, and if I want to put 2 in a week, I can. I wanted to use Facebook Marketplace and thrifting for 10 to 20% of purchases. We're gonna keep that one. I wanted to finish my Notion template and prep it for sale. So this is like a little bit fine-tuning the wording here. We're gonna finish the template and we're gonna list it. No, let's say list it. It's a whole 3-month period. We can do it. I want to read 30 minutes before bed. Let's say minimum 4 days a week, and a 9:30 p.m. bedtime to be in line with my 10 p.m. bedtime. I wanted to make the patio welcoming space, as I mentioned, and I wanted to buy a new desktop for the office. So my desktop I'm currently using is so old. I've had it since the beginning of university, and it's so beat up and nasty, and it's just time to replace it. I'm gonna also put the cabinet for the office here as well. All right, new financial goal. I'm saving up for a new laptop. My goal to have the new laptop is by early July, so I think I want to have everything saved up by the end of June, and I think that gives me 8 paychecks or something. So I think I can do it. I just need to be a little bit more thoughtful with my saving in the coming months. I am keeping my new numbers that I made for my investment and savings, so I upped them and I've added them here. I want to invest all my tax return. We went over this. Oh, I want to buy a new laptop, so I'm gonna save for it, and then I'm also gonna buy it. And then my April financial challenge is to spend less than $17.50. We're gonna tick off one of those. I want to run my half marathon, of course. I wanna do sober week a month, go to the optometrist, yada, yada, yada. We went over these already. And then a new one, I want to go get acupuncture, hopefully right before my race, just to, you know, do anything I can to recover, be chilled, zen. I have benefits, so I want to use them as much as I can. Relationships, these are basically the same. 2 intentional date nights, see my friends more, drink less, and FaceTime. We're gonna keep those and just try to be a little bit better with them. And then I think if at the end of next quarter, if those aren't really working for me, I can maybe tweak these goals a bit and figure out why I'm not tackling them. And then for career, I wanna hit 1,200 in sales on Etsy. Actually, I think I'm gonna let's do 1,400, because I think when I last checked, I was a little over 1,000. I think 400 in sales should be a good number. That's a little bit high, but I can still achieve. I want to build 1 additional financial and organizational product for Etsy. So I'm going to tackle this whole like roadblock, mind block I've had with my Etsy products. In this quarter, I want to get back on it and make at least 1 product that I am selling. And then I want to sell my Notion template, as I said, and then I want to hit my 4,000 hours of watch time. And I think I can do that in this quarter just because I'm already at 3,000. So I think we can do it. And thank you guys so much for watching, because you guys helped me out. Okay, so those are my new quarterly goals. They're not that different from my annual goals, but you can see how I'm kind of tweaking them a little bit here and there, just to be a little bit more in line with what I want. There's different phases in life. We're going into like the pre-summer phase. I do want to recognize that I'm gonna be a little bit busier in this season, and I wanna be a little bit kinder to myself if I'm not able to tick off all of my goals, but we are still making progress. I have made such progress with this channel, and I'm so grateful to all of you guys for watching, but I do feel like my video quality is getting a little bit better, and I feel like I'm figuring things out. That is a major goal for myself this year. If I don't tick any other goals off, then I'm still very happy. Thank you guys for making that a reality. So yeah, that is the Q1 progress check-in. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a like. And I would love to see your comments down below. I love seeing familiar faces. Very nice to just see you guys engaging and enjoying the content. So feel free to leave a comment. And yeah, if you actually have any recommendations for what you want to see from me, like, please let me know. I will talk to you guys later.